and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hello. So, I'm gonna do my August wrap-up. So it's already September. It's time for August to wrap up, and I was this morning, I think it was this morning, I was thinking about what books did I read in August? And now I read 6, but my memory is like, I don't know what, but I'm in a weird mood, weird mental state, so I just don't know what's happening in my head. It's just a big mess, so I probably will remember even less than I usually do about the books I read. So let's just go through the 6 books I read in August. The first one I finished in August. I started it in July, and that was Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I really liked it. It's a sci-fi. It has 2 settings. One is this spaceship on which there is the last humans that are alive, because Earth has been destroyed by humans. And then there is this planet where there are spiders, ants, and those are the 2 creatures there were some like water creatures mentioned too, but the main ones are the spiders. So it was really interesting actually. What was the planet called? I don't know, but they are like communicating, but they are communicating like spiders do, with vibrations and like movements and stuff. They don't talk like humans do, and that was like interesting. And then the spaceship where the lost bits of humanity is, they are trying to find a place where to land, and then they know that there were these planets that were created like similar to Earth. That's the one where the spiders live, and they want to get there. But there are this satellite kind of thing that has an AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, you get, I hope. So it's not letting them to the planet because it's like protecting it. And yeah, it's, as most of the sci-fis, I think it's just a commentary on humans, how we destroy our own planet and things like that. I really enjoyed it. It's now one of my favorite books from this year and ever. The next book I finished was Maatespiens by Nora Ikstene. The English title for this one is Soviet Milk, though it would translate like Mother's Milk. They just decided that it would be more understandable for English-speaking people, I guess. I don't know why would they change that. So this one is kind of historical fiction about mother and daughter, their relationship, how you kind of try to protect someone you love, but at the same time you hurt them. It was good, but it was hard to read. It's set in Soviet times, like late 20th century. So yeah, I don't know what to say about it. What I didn't like about the book, that there are no quotations when they are speaking, like there are no dialogue. It's like just said that they said something, but it doesn't show in a text, and I was bothered by it. And I have one sticky note because I had you can't really see, but because I had a question. I still haven't checked it, but I think they made a mistake about a place that couldn't have been there where they said it is, because it's never been there, because I worked in that place. So yeah, I need to still check it, but I'm pretty sure they got that wrong. And they just, I guess, didn't know that people would notice. Probably most of them didn't notice because they didn't know that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one too, but yeah. I want to read more from this series, like historical fiction about Latvian history. There are different authors in this series, and they both all like wrote about different time periods in the history. So I really want to read more. Then the third book I read was Grayson Fury by Tracy Bankhart. This one is about two sisters, one who was brought up to be this oh my god, I don't remember the, like, not a president, not a king, but there is a name for the main guy, to be his grace, like basically a lover kind of thing, not really a wife, I don't know, but yeah. So she was brought up to be the grace, and her younger sister like her maid, and she gets chosen to be the one from her district to go to the palace, and her sister follows because that was the plan, that she goes to there with her sister to help her. But in the end, this year the next king, the heir of the throne, chooses his first like 3 graces, and he chooses not the sister who was brought up to be one, but the other one, and there starts things. There was at one point, I think I should have like noticed it earlier, but when there was this thing that happened, like a plot twist, when it happened I was like, oh yeah, I should have noticed that, because it's like done before, it's not like something new. But the one sister stays, it's like a mess, but my explanation is a mess. So the one sister who gets chosen, she stays in the palace, and the other one, like there's this misunderstanding, and she just gets like accused of reading and gets sent to the prison. There are 2 perspectives, both sisters. One is in the palace, one is in the prison, and how things happen. Women in this world are not allowed a lot of things. They basically are mothers and they can work, but they can't read. That's not allowed. There was, I think, a few more things that they are not allowed to do, but I kind of didn't like that part, but I enjoyed the story like overall, and I'm really interested in the sequel because it's a duology and I already got the sequel. Let's hope I get to it soon. But I liked it. I like the sisters, how different they are. I think that's it. Then book number 4 that I finished was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And this is the first book by Holly Black that I have read. And do you think I enjoyed it or not? I did enjoy it, but there was this one thing that I didn't like a lot. Like, I didn't like it. And that was the bullying part. How mean the Carden was and his friends to the... what was her name? Jude. How mean they were to Jude. And yeah, I hated it. Just hate bullying because I didn't see like really the reason behind it. There were no valid reason for that. But yeah, I enjoyed the story. The ending was a surprise. I didn't expect that, but I will definitely continue with the series. I haven't read a lot of Fae books, and I actually like that Fae can't lie. Like, they don't lie. And the main character lives in Fae world, but she and her sister, they are humans. They were kind of taken to the world when the man who took them killed their parents. So they just grew up in the Fae world with Fae and learning the things they learn. But they can lie, so there were these moments when some characters like understand that they are lying because they can't do that and they can't, and that was quite fun. But yeah, I enjoyed and I will definitely continue with the series. The last 2 books I read were ebooks. The first of them, Fake Fiance by Ilse Madden Mills, and this one I really enjoyed. This is a smutty romance, and so far from the ones I have read, this is my favorite. Why? Because things doesn't happen too quickly. They usually, in the ones I read before, it's like so fast when they get to the sex part, and it's like there's nothing else. All they want to do is to get in the bed with one another, and they're just denying it or whatnot. In this one, it's a fake relationship story. The main character kind of agrees to fake date this football player, some kind of a player, like sports. I'm not really interested in sports, so I don't really care about them. But yeah, he's some kind of... I think he was a football player. So she agrees to fake date him, like to boost his reputation. So yeah. But of course they have this spark and they have a relationship. And it was nice. I liked it. Of course there are some misunderstandings and exes and whatever, but in general it was really good book. I really liked it. And then the last book I read was the Jane Austen Society by Natalie Jenner. This one was a Tea Leaves book club book for August, and I finally decided that I can and joined. This one is about 5, how many people were there? I don't know, but a bunch of people, not that much, meeting and kind of joining in society. Like they make a society to keep Jane Austen's memory alive, like to save her some of her belongings and like memory of her. And there are like some heartbreaking moments in this book, but in overall, like, something was missing. I enjoyed it, I read it, it was okay, but I don't know what, but something just wasn't right. And I don't know what. My favorite characters were Dr. Gray, was he Gray? And the teacher that wasn't a teacher for the whole book, but I don't remember her name. So another terrible explanation of a book. But yeah, those 2 were my favorite because I just was rooting for their relationship. I wanted them to be together. But the woman, that name I don't remember, she's married to her like childhood sweetheart, and he is a widower, so there is an age gap. But you read and you can feel that there is something between them, like attraction from both sides, and you just want them to be together. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say about the book. Something was missing, but in general it was okay. This is gonna be it for my wrap-up. As always, it's a messy one, but what else did you expect? I always expect my wrap-ups to be messy and weird, but that's just me. But here are the 4 physical books I read and the 2 ebooks. I had a good reading month. I enjoyed all of the books I read. I didn't dislike any of them. So yeah, let me know what you read in August. What was your favorite read in August? I would definitely like to know. Would you recommend me it? So write it in the comments down below. This is gonna be it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you in the next one. Bye. So yeah. Oh my god. I think that's it. A mess. I'm a mess. I don't know how to say it, but like Jane Austen's... Oh my god, I'm blanking on the words. And that makes me angry. Shit. What is the word?